Hi everyone, I'm Siad Malim from Soma Academy, and today I'm going to show you how to find the slope of a line or the slope of any two given points. Now before we get started, I want to ask you guys to subscribe to this channel. That way when I release new content like this, you will get notified.
Let's start with explaining the concept of a slope. A slope is equal to change in y divided by change in x. What this means is sometimes written as delta y, that is a fancy way of writing change in y, divided by delta x. And this means change in y means y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Let's do an example of the slope when we are given point A with coordinates 2 and 5 and point P with coordinates 6 and 13. So in the definition of slope, we said it is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. What is our y2 in this case? Y2 is, you always start with the last point P. So y2, this is x1, this is y1, this is x1. So my y2 is 13 minus y1 is 5 divided by what is x2. This is x2. X2 is 6 minus x1, which is 2. This will give me 13 minus 5 is 8, and then 6 minus 2 is 4. So that will give me 8 divided 4. 8 divided by 4. Therefore, the slope of the point A to B is 2. So always remember the definition of a slope. It's change in y divided by change in x. And then identifying which one is y2 and which one is y1 and which one is x2 and which one is x1 is key too. And once you've identified those, then you just subtract y2 from y1 from y2, sorry, and then x1 from x2, which gives me in this case is 13 minus 5 divided by 6 minus 2. Okay, let us do another example when we have the points point 1 being 3, negative 4, and the other point being minus 5 and 2. Okay, so we said slope by definition is change in y, which is delta y, divided by delta x. What this means is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So in this case, this is my x1, this is my y1, this is x2, and this is y2. Okay, given those, so what is y2? Y2 is 2 minus, what is y1? Y1 is negative 4. So it is minus, which is from the definition, and negative 4, which is the sign of that coordinate point, divided by what is x2? X2 is 5 minus 3. Therefore, when you multiply negative times negative is a positive. So this becomes positive 6. Minus 2 minus minus 4 gives me 6. So, and the bottom is minus 8. Okay, so when you simplify this, you divide this by 2 and that by 2, so you get negative 3 all over 4 as the slope. Okay, let's do one final example to explain this further. Okay, so you have point 1 as being 4 and negative 3, and the other point is 2 and 3. in order to find the slope of these 2 points, say this is point A and that is point B, to find the slope of this, we said slope is equal to delta y divided by delta x, and we said this means y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. The next step is identify which one is your y1, which one is your y2. So this is my y2, this is my x2, this is my y1, and that is my x1. So that gives me my y2 is 3 minus, what is my y1? y1 is negative 3, so negative 3 divided by, what is x2? x2 is 2 minus, what is x1? x1 is 4. In this case, what do you get? So minus 3 minus 3, that gives me 6 divided by 2 minus 4, this is negative 2. So when you divide this, what do you get? That is minus 3 as the slope of this line. I hope this was helpful. Please consider subscribing, and thank you.